Mastering formulas is a key element in creating any kind of form. With them, you can do stuff like calculating the total price of an order form or the score in a quiz form. But you can also use them to create fields that change depending on the values of other fields. In this video, you are going to learn 5 tips that will help you create any kind of form. Tip number 1. Wherever you see this icon, it means that the setting supports formulas. For example, I can use a fixed text to set the value of a text field, but I can also use formulas. With formulas, you could make almost anything possible, like showing the value of another field like this. You could also make some changes to it, like adding a fixed test or combining 2 fields. A typical use is to create conditions to show a specific text depending on the value of another field. You can also use formulas to show the user name, email, or even the values from a shortcode or third-party service. Tip number 2. The conditions also support formulas. In the Conditions tab, you will find that many fields also support conditions. You can use this to create very neat conditions. For example, let's say that you have an appointment form. In this form, the users select a date to meet you. By the way, if you are going to do this, it would be better to use an appointment field, which is great for these kinds of stuff. But let's keep it simple with a date picker for now. You also apply a $40 short notice fee for appointments that are done less than 2 days in advance. And you want to display a warning message when this happens to the users. To do so, you can create a show hide condition to display this message when appropriate. Tip number 3. You can add a dot after a field to open a menu. This menu will show you other sub-functions that you can do with the field. For example, if I add a dot in an address field, the menu will let me use the different sections of the address individually. Or if I use it on a repeater field, it will let me use another field inside it. Tip number 4. The Formula Builder comes with a list of functions that you can use to do more specific stuff. To access the Functions menu, just click on the Add Function button. Here, you will find a list of functions and a description of what they do. To use them, just click on the function and then fill it with the information that they need. For example, the round function needs the number that it is going to round, and the number of decimals that it is going to use. I could either put numbers in here, or I could use a field. Tip number 5. Do you find yourself creating the same field with the same formula over and over again? If so, save yourself time and create a template. When you create a template, you can reuse the field in your other forms by just adding it from the list of fields. Another thing that you could do is copy the field and then paste it into the form. You can copy and paste fields with the same form or even across different forms. That's all you need to know to start creating your forms like a pro. If you liked the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you have any questions or suggestions, let me know in the comment section.